Hello you two, and welcome to your English lesson for today. Now over the next couple of weeks we're going to be looking at writing diaries from somebody else's point of view, so from a different perspective. Now I know you've written some diaries before, so I was wondering if you could think back and think about what you think a diary actually is. What do you think? Well, a diary is a type of recount. It's a chance for us to retell what's been going on in our day. They can be handwritten, they can be typed, and sometimes they're even written in secret codes. Now, a diary is written in chronological order. That means you hear about the start of the day first, and it goes all the way through in the correct order until the end of the day. Now we're going to start by thinking about writing our own diaries before we move on, probably next week, to writing one from somebody else's point of view. So I want you to just think about, what do you think, what can you remember are the things that we need to write a successful diary, to write a really good diary? Have a little think. Should you have a look? So here is my success criteria for diary writing. I'm pretty sure lots of you have lots of these ideas as well. So the first thing to think about when writing diaries is that our diary should be written in the past tense. That means that it's already happened. The event's happened, we're now retelling it, recounting what has already happened. The second thing to think about is using time conjunctions, so things such as first, next, after that, and finally. They show the passing of time, help us to order our work. The next thing to think about is writing in what we call the first person. So using words such as I, me, and my. Remember, the events happen to us, and we're now retelling what's happened to us. So you might pretend to write a diary from somebody else's point of view, but you must then pretend to be that person. For example, if you're writing about a diary from the Queen, you'd have to write as though you were the Queen. So I went to my palace, I went to a royal gala. You'd have to pretend that you were that person. So I, me, and my. The next thing to think about is using lots of detail in your writing. The more detail you have in your diary, the better it is, really, because the reader can really understand what's been going on throughout your day, and they can really picture the events. So things such as adjectives, your noun phrases, adverbs, remember those words that describe our verbs, how we move, so quickly, slowly, carefully. Lots of interesting and good detail. The next thing to think about is time conjunctions, so our joining words and, but, so, and because to extend our sentences. A range of punctuation, and I've forgotten to include one really important thing, and that is feelings. Diaries are about real people and their real events, so we often include a lot of feelings in them to show how we might be feeling at different points of that event as well. So now we're going to have a go at planning our own diaries, ready for tomorrow, where you can have a go at writing your own diary. So here's how I'm going to go at planning my diary, ready for my big write tomorrow. I can either use the planning template, which I have linked onto the remote learning, or I can draw my own, like I've just done here quickly, and draw or write on that one. So you could do this and fill it in throughout the day, or you might want to sit down and fill it all in one go. It's up to you. So I'm going to think about what's happening in my day. I'm going to draw a little picture, and then I might write a time word or a feeling linked to that part of the day. So for example, this one here, I'm going to draw a picture of myself. Here I am. Can you guess what I'm doing there? I'm waking up, of course. So there's my picture. Underneath, I might think of using the time word first. So first I woke up, and my feeling, my plan, I was feeling very sleepy this morning. Okay, it's just a little plan here, so you haven't got to write in full sentences, it's just a guide for you to follow when you do your big write. I won't then move on to the next picture. After I woke up, the next thing I did, the thing I do every morning immediately, I made a cup of tea, of course, and I had some breakfast. And I might write here a little reminder of what I had. I had cereal with milk, and I was feeling much better, more awake. So that's an example of how you could plan your diary. So have a go at filling in your plan today, and then tomorrow have a go at using session 2 to write your own diary. Enjoy!